Hi friends, myself Ashok Pooja, PhD Physics, JNU Bangalore. I would like to demonstrate a simple, interesting and very important model by name induction coil. The model is here. This model, consisting of a half meter PVC pipe in which I have put nearly a 40 number of small thin iron rods, and here is a very big bobbin which consisting of an insulated copper wire of nearly 2 kg. In fact, this bobbin consisting of more than 1000 turns of the insulated copper wire, and the two ends of the insulated copper wire connected to a 2-pin plug here. And through this coil, I can pass an alternating current from the AC mains, and for which I have made a simple base arrangement. Well friends, using this model I can explain nearly 6 concepts like magnetic field lines, electromagnetic induction phenomena, mutual induction phenomena, eddy currents and all those things. Well, now I am going to place it on the stand where I have made some arrangement for AC connection and all that. Now I just connect it to the AC connection here. I am just switching it on. Now the AC current is flowing through a insulated copper wire, and we know very well that when the current flows through a conductor, it produces a magnetic field around that. And here also there is a magnetic field is being produced. But whatever the magnetic field so produced here is a changing magnetic field, because AC current is flowing there. Because of the AC current, a changing magnetic field is produced around this conductor and all that. For which we can verify using this a circular disc. It's a magnet. It's a circular magnet which is having poles on either side of its faces. Now I just place it here. You see, it starts vibrating. So what makes that magnet to vibrate? It's all because of the force of attraction, repulsion. This is how it vibrates everywhere. It vibrates. And also I just place it in the cup here, and here also we can see the vibration of a magnet. It's vibrating continuously everywhere. So it indicates that around that, there's a changing magnetic field there. Yeah, here also it's vibrating now. Magnet is vibrating. Everywhere it vibrates. Everywhere it vibrates. Well friends, according to electromagnetic induction phenomena, we know very well that when a conductor is placed in a changing magnetic field, the changing magnetic field always induces a current in the conductor. And the current so produced is what we call as an induced current if it is closed. Otherwise, an induced voltage is going to produce across the two ends of a conductor there. As such, here I have got a very small bobbin which is also containing nearly 30 turns of the insulated copper wire, and the two ends of those two copper wire are connected to a torch bulb here. And now I am going to place this secondary coil in the pipe here. Now you can see the bulb, the torch bulb starts glowing. It's all because of the electromagnetic induction phenomena. The changing magnetic field is producing a induced current in the bulb. As such, the intensity of the light is also increasing. As the coil is moving towards the primary coil, the brightness of the bulb also increases, and it's all because of the rate of change of magnetic flux linked to the coil is very high there, because it is taken very near to the the primary coil. On the other hand, if I take it away from the primary coil, then what happens, the brightness of the bulb goes and decreases, because the rate of change of magnetic flux decreases here, and it makes the bulb to glow with less intensity. This is what you can see it. See, there's an increase in the brightness. That means the rate of change of or the induced current is increasing here. Yeah, so nice it is. So nice. This is what actually the phenomenon of electromagnetic induction phenomena, which was discovered by scientist Michael Faraday. That means the changing magnetic field induces a current in a conductor. In the electromagnetic induction phenomena, we are also learning another important concept, which is none other than mutual induction phenomena. So what is this mutual induction phenomena? Usually there are two coils which are placed very near to each other, and in one coil there is a flow of changing current, and hence there will be a change in the magnetic field. And this changing magnetic field or the changing current produces an induced current in the neighboring coil. Now this is the coil which is, I call it as a primary coil, and this is a secondary coil. Now what I do here, I just place the secondary coil near to that. Now in the primary coil there is a flow of changing current, that is AC current, and this change of AC current brings the change of magnetic field around that, and inside the magnetic field produced by that changing magnetic field, now what happens, the induced current is flowing in the neighboring coil, that's in the secondary coil. Okay, this is what we can say that it's a mutual induction phenomenon. So it's a phenomenon where the change of magnetic field in one coil brings an induced EMF in the neighboring coil. And in fact, this mutual induction phenomenon serves as a working principle of a step-down transformer or step-up transformer. Now here itself, you can see that it's a step-down transformer, because the primary coil is consisting of a more number of turns and secondary coil consisting of a less number of turns. Since actually how much is the output induced EMF, it all depends upon the number of turns in the secondary coil. Here the number of turns in the secondary coil are very less number, so therefore the voltage also decreases. So here I have applied nearly 220 of AC voltage, but in the secondary coil I am getting nearly a 3 volt of AC voltage here, and hence it is nothing but a step-down transformer. Well friends, I would like to explain one more concept, which is none other than eddy currents. These eddy currents are also basically the induced currents. Now these are the induced currents which are produced in a conducting plate. Instead of placing a conducting wire, if you place a conducting metallic plate or something, conducting plate, then so many number of induced currents are produced, closed currents are produced in the conducting plate, and those currents we call them as eddy currents. Since these eddy currents were discovered by scientist Foucault, and hence they are also called as a Foucault currents. Now, what I do here, I have taken conducting plate. In fact, it's a aluminium circular plate. It's a conducting plate. Now, I am going to place this conducting plate in a changing magnetic field. Okay, let us see what is going to happen here. Just I place it here and I'll switch it off. What is going to happen? Now the plate is jumping. The plate jumps up in the air. It is all because of the eddy currents. Now, because of the flow of AC current around that, there is a changing magnetic field. And in the changing magnetic field, I have placed a conducting plate. Now, in the conducting plate, there are so many number of induced currents, closed currents. And in fact, this conducting plate also gets magnetized in the opposite direction. Or according to Lenz's law, the induced current flows in such a way that which always causes the, opposes the cause. As a result of that, the conducting plate is jumped into the air. Let me switch it off. Yeah, which falls down. If you switch it on, it jumps up, falls down, jumps up. It's all because of the concept of eddy currents. Suppose if I don't allow the conducting plate to jump, then the energy with which the plate is supposed to be jumped, it gets converted into heat energy. It's very hot now. I cannot touch it because all that induced currents energy getting converted into heat energy here. And in fact, this is nothing but the working principle of a induction stove that we use in our home and all that. In case of an induction stove, actually there will not be any light plate. Instead of that, there we are using a heavy metallic plate so that it never jumps. And of course, the eddy current energy, it gets converted into heat energy, and that heat energy can be used for cooking purpose. That's what. It's very hot now. See, this is how the eddy current works, and it is the working principle of the induction stove. I'd like to demonstrate one more concept here, which is none other than magnetic field lines. We know very well that the magnetic field is always represented with help of a magnetic field lines. And these magnetic field lines are nothing but the paths followed by an isolated north pole inside the magnetic field. But here, really, we can realize those magnetic field lines and all that. Here, I have taken iron fillings, and those iron fillings are spread over the surface of a circular disc here. The moment when I switch it off, you see what's going to happen here. Yeah, now the current is being passed there. See, the iron fillings particles on their own, they are moving towards the pipe there. That means all the iron fillings, iron particles, they are aligning themselves along the dash of the field lines. You can have a close view here. Slowly, you see the particles are aligning themselves, they are moving. All the particles, iron filling particles, they are aligning themselves, they are saturating themselves along the dash of a magnetic field lines. This is how one can realize the magnetic field lines more effectively.